obviously it's frustrating as we've just started the season and we want to be playing games and stuff like that. But it's been a difficult time, like the last 6 months. So you just got to follow the guidelines and whatever's safest for all of us and all the staff is what you've got to do. So it's just something you've got to deal with and move on.
And it'll be 2 weeks for you guys together. Are you doing each other's head in yet, or?
No, Joe knows his place, so he keeps himself quiet.
I run the house, so yeah, he just keeps his head down.
Who's the tidiest one?
Me. I definitely.
Don't even start.
We went to bed last night and there was a bowl just hanging on the side of the couch from last night, just on the edge of the couch, hanging.
So exactly. So if you saw it, why would you not clean it?
Because he had Cocoa Pops at the bottom of it.
Never had Cocoa Pops at the bottom of it.
No, it is. No, we're Joe. He loves me really, and yeah.
In terms of the contact with the other boys, have you spoke to them? How are they all kind of coping with it?
We actually have been keeping in contact, but I just think everyone needs to try and keep high spirits because at this moment we kind of all need to stick together because it's not ideal at all. But we had a good start to the season, so we need to try and keep it up. You've
obviously been around the place for longer than some of the boys. Do you kind of take on a bit more of a leadership role in making sure everyone's all right?
I'd say so. More so this season, I think, because obviously there was a lot of new boys this season, a lot of trialists and stuff like that. So because we had the experience of last year, we kind of had that role. But it's not a chore at all, is it?
No, it's easy. All the lads are good this year, so it's not really that hard. But if they just need any little bit of help, we'll just point them in the right direction. Like,
you obviously had a good start to pre-season as well. How has it gone for the group, do you think? There's been some really good performances in there.
I think the start of the season has been brilliant, to be fair. Some of the performances have been excellent. I thought we were unlucky in the final. We deserved more, I thought. But we need to try and kick on after this period off.
Yeah, I think especially the games against Palace, Crystal Palace and Swindon, they're some of the best B team performances I've seen overall completely since I've been here, to be fair. So yeah.
What was so good about that, particularly that Crystal Palace one, that really stands out because they had a lot of first team players involved?
I think it was because they had quite a lot of first team boys that makes the performance so good, because going into the game there was obviously chat and changing room who they were going to have playing and stuff like that, but the boys stepped up from the first whistle. I thought we were brilliant the whole game.
Run themselves into the ground, to be fair, didn't they, the boys?
How much heart can you take from a win like that?
Loads, to be fair. If you think if you can beat them, you feel like you can beat anyone, really.
Your confidence goes sky high after a win like that.
Yeah, definitely. You feel like you can beat anyone.
Individually, Joe first, how do you think things have gone for you personally?
Yeah, well, I tried to keep as fit as I could over the lockdown. I think I've managed to do that, which helps massively when you come back. You're a couple of yards ahead of some people you're playing against. So yeah, I think I've done well, but there's always room to improve.
How about you, Kane?
I like that. I thought I came back alright, actually. First couple of weeks, I found it difficult to get back into it, just because we have been off for so long that the load of my legs and stuff like that, my legs were struggling, if I'm honest. But the first 2 or 3 weeks were obviously difficult, but after that, and then once we got back into games, I felt class. And then I thought the last 2 games, I thought I played pretty well. So
I think you've been outstanding, mate.
Cheers, mate. So I'm just trying to keep it up. Neil and Sons, they've both played, so they know what it's like to be a player, and they know roughly what we were going through and stuff like that. So they can relate to us. So they know what we want, and they know what they are able to give us and stuff like that. So I think it works both ways.
So it's all about kind of dealing with to make it in first team professional football. You have to deal with setbacks, you have to deal with injuries, you have to deal with defeats, and you have to deal with the things that you don't expect to be thrown at you like this, I guess.
Yeah, and also when you're a first team player, more of the stuff's on you. You have to do stuff off your own accord. You don't get treated as if, say you would in an academy or something like that, where you get told what to eat, told what to do this, all off your own back. And if you don't do it, then it's your own fault. So it's a bit like that over these 2 weeks as well.
Just wanted to touch on that cup final as well. Obviously, it was a disappointing result. What were your thoughts after it in terms of the performance?
I thought we should never have lost a game for a start, but
we had enough chances, I thought, to put the game away.
Yeah, we played well, and it shows how fit we are as well. Because even up to the 120th minute, we were sprinting, running about. So yeah, I think it was just one of those days. Wasn't meant to be, but it was a good performance though. Still,
can you take a lot from that in terms of the experience of playing against a men's side like that are going to make it difficult for you?
I think so, because you are going to come up against teams that put 11 men behind the ball. You need to try and break them down. They're going to be horrible and try and win silly free kicks and get on at the referee and stuff like that. It's all part of the experience. So if you can learn from stuff like that, it's always good.
I guess it's all about pushing on now, working as hard as you can, and coming up against hopefully as many kind of first teams and testing yourselves.
Yeah, definitely be a good season with the fixtures we've got planned and hopefully we'll win that cup back as well.